Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. We're going to be reacting to another story time. This young lady's title is Story Time. Moved a homeless man in. He was a bum, but I was desperate. Alright, so this is bound to be good because we've got some self-reflection right there in the title. Hopefully there's some accountability mixed in there. Make sure you watch to the end, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Let's go ahead.
Hey, it's Jay Nicole, and I'm back for another video because I just got my hair done and I'm trying to show it off real quick. Yep, show it off real quick before it starts frizzing up like it always does. So this story time is going to be about the time I dated a bum.
So she's showing off her hair and her boobs, apparently.
I dated a bum because I was a desperate pick-me. I'm not pick-me anymore, but in my 20s and my early 30s, I definitely was. Let me fix myself up. I'm trying to take it all in. I love when my hair is just freshly done and trimmed. But anyway, this was back in 2008 when we met. How old was I then? I was probably like 25. I don't know. 25 probably. And I was 25 and he was like 27.
You already lost me with any type of sympathy. 25, you were 25 years old and the dude was 27. First of all, he shouldn't have been homeless at 27 freaking years old. My gosh. And then you, 25, girl, you should have been looking for a husband and being more adamant about your choices at that age. You should know enough about men and things by 25. I mean, you shouldn't be out here just supporting homeless dudes. Come on.
We met on Black Planet. So yeah, I was an avid blackplanet.com user. Not so much anymore. Not at all anymore, actually. And
I hate to stop it again so soon, but you have got to be desperate to try to be meeting people on Black Planet. I don't even know if that exists anymore, but I remember like maybe having a page when I was in high school. So we're talking at least a good, 15 years or something. So at the end of the day, that's an old site. So I don't know if this is, how old is this lady now? If that was the case, if this was 15 years ago, if she's 40, maybe she's not that old. Maybe this was more like 10 years ago. Maybe Black Planet was still up and running 10 years ago. She might be something like 35.
I looked at his profile and I thought he was cute and everything, but at the time I don't know, I was just looking around. So I didn't say anything to him, but maybe 5-10 minutes later, he saw that I looked at his profile. And so he came to my page and he sent me a message, and the message he sent was, what did it say? It said, "What's up, sexy? What you doing?" And then we started talking from there. I didn't have high standards at all. So we just started talking from there. And what else? He didn't have a car. He didn't have his own place. He was living in a shelter, and not a shelter. He was living in a hotel, but he had a job. He had like a piece of a job to where he was making maybe $6.50, $7 an hour. But I didn't have like high standards, and I wasn't like picky about the guys I dated. So it was just like whatever, it wasn't a big deal. And we exchanged numbers and started talking. And I was just, back in the day, like, let me help you, you know. I told him, you know, it's no big deal. I can pay for our dates. I was such a pick-me back then. I would pay for dates. I paid for phone bills.
So I don't know if being a pick-me is the type of person that pays for dates. I think that if you are going out with somebody for a while and they've already paid for a fair share of dates, it doesn't hurt you to offer to take him out sometimes, especially if, say, a weekend's coming up and he hasn't asked you to hang out, why not ask him if he's already taken you out a few times and you're interested? That's how you show interest in a man, and it makes it seem like you actually want something from him more than just a free meal and dinner. Like, a lot of guys are worried about that kind of thing. They're worried about paying for dates and taking you out and then not getting sex at the end of it. And so with her, though, with her already admitting that her standards were low, it sounds as if he was probably going to get sex. But I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't like to judge people from appearances or anything, but she's showing a lot of cleavage. And she even started off with this like scarlet sweater, halfway hanging off the shoulders, like definitely trying to get you to check out her chest. I mean, if I didn't already know, I would definitely say she was a single person, because nobody who's tied to her would be comfortable with her showing this much chest. It doesn't scream in a relationship to me. It screams desperate, still looking for anybody. Please check out my huge knockers. Like, but we'll keep listening.
Paid for phone bills. I paid to get car repairs done for other guys. I was just a pick-me back then, because I was just like, you know, let me show you I'm different. Let me do things for you type of girl. And so when we were going to meet, he didn't have a car. He was riding a bicycle. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna take the bus like halfway to you and then ride my bike the rest of the way, or walk the rest of the way. And I was like, oh, no, it's fine. Just let me know whenever you get off the bus. I can like meet you that way and come get you. So that's what I did. Our first meeting, I drove to go get him from the bus stop where he was coming from. And we hung out at my place. And his clothes were sweaty from the walk. And I had him stripped down and took off his clothes and put it in the wash machine and dried him. And he put on fresh clothes after he got out the shower. But we didn't have relations or anything like that the first day.
Oh, yeah. Who believes that? Who believes that? The person who hears that a guy is going to be coming to see you on a bicycle, and he's coming that far on a bicycle, and he's not going to sleep with you, but he's being able to get naked and take a shower. Now, come on. How realistic does that sound? Like, I'm just going to say, my own husband, for instance, he's already said to me, you know what? It doesn't come out unless it's getting used.
After that, we just started talking. We started talking and texting all the time. And I was just like, well, you know, let me help you with your situation. I know it's going to be hard for you doing everything by yourself. If you don't, you know, have anybody to help you, you're going to spend all your money every week on the hotel. So
I just want to throw it out there real quick, and I don't want to always talk about looks or anything, but this guy, he must have been a good looking guy. I bet you anything he was in great shape or something. He was really good looking, because he has a situation where he doesn't have anything to bring to the table, and this girl is just willing to come get him from a bus stop, bring him to her house, wash his clothes for him, freaking probably cook him dinner, probably did have sex with him, let's be honest. And but he doesn't have anything to offer. And so he must just be a really good looking guy. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Definitely tell me in the comment section.
So I told him he should move in with me, like a dummy, a desperate dummy. So he did. He moved in with me within like 2-3 months of us knowing each other, if that long. It probably wasn't even 3. It was probably like a month and a half, if that long. But I was desperate, and I didn't have high standards at all. So within like a couple of months of him living with me, he got laid off from his job. And I didn't stress him about it. I was like, it's no big deal. So now he has no car, no job, no place of his own. He lives with me. But when he was working a little bit, he like gave me like $100 a week from his like $6-7 an hour job.
If he was giving you $100 a week from his $6-7 an hour job, it sounds like he was pretty much giving you his whole check. I mean, I'm just saying.
And I was okay with that. I just figured, hey, you know, come live with me. We can help each other. And you don't have to spend all that money every week at the hotel. So once he lost his job, everything was all on me to take care of. And I didn't want to stress him out by bugging him about when you're going to get a job and all that stuff. I was just going to just, whatever happens, happens. Maybe he'll find a job soon. I don't know. And it was starting to get stressful because he was getting comfortable being a bum. As far as I come home from work, he's either asleep, playing a video game, or watching cartoons. And I would be at work all day applying for jobs for him, filling out his application, putting in resumes for him at other places.
That's too much already. I'm sorry. If a person doesn't want to do something, they don't want to do it. And far be it from me to do it for you. I wouldn't find myself in that situation though. There would have been no way I would have ever invited someone to my home like that. I'm sorry. And it's not even about standards or anything. It's just about like, I don't want a leech. Like, you offered a leech to come in, the leech came in. And I'm begging guys, like, whatever you do, I don't care how much money you make, I don't care what you got going on, please, 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 please do not move in with a woman. If you're gonna move in with a woman, get a place together, one that you both can sign on, so that there's no her holding anything over your head. Because women, they take that power and they twist and construe, and it's like this dilemma of, he's supposed to be a man, he's supposed to be leading, but I am, and it's just like this inner turmoil that happens when you end up in a situation where you're a woman and a dude is living in your home. Don't do it. I'm telling you, women don't do it, and men don't do it either. It's a backwards way of life, and it never works out, and it honestly is the beginning of failure.
Then I would come home from work and still like apply for jobs for him. And I was like, well, maybe we should go back to school so that we can have a better, like our resume could look better with like a higher education. He already had his associate's degree. So I'm like, well, maybe if you get a bachelor's. And I said I was going to go to school too. So that we both can better ourselves. So I filled out both our applications to get into school. I paid our fees to get into school, and we were in school.
You're joking. You had to fill out job applications, you were trying to change this person. And that's why it didn't ultimately work out. You were trying to build this man from the bottom up, and he just was allowing you to be his mother, which is such an awkward and weird place for a relationship to be in. A man is supposed to lead. The woman is not supposed to be your mom like that. Like, that is so wrong and backwards. I would not. I'm sorry. I am supportive of my husband and what he wants to do and endeavors in. I will go with you. I will help you. But I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. You have to do the footwork. Like, I mean, especially at the end of the day, who's going to do his homework? Who's going to take his test? Are you going to do that too? Like, you can't make the man win. He has to want to do it himself. Women, stop trying to change a man. If the guy doesn't have his life together, don't think that all of a sudden he's just going to get it once he lives with you and leeches off of you and takes everything you've got and takes it out of your kids' mouths and everything else.
And so now I'm working and going to school, and now he's just going to school. And with school, you know how you get those loans for school, and once classes are paid off, you can either get the option of having the leftover money put back into your loan, or you can just take it. So we both took the money, and I think our check was like $1,700. Like, I got $1,700 deposited to me, and so did he. And I'm thinking, okay, he has a little bit of money now. Maybe he'll use that to help out around the house. Groceries, electric bill, water bill, cable, internet, help with the rent, something. And because I was doing everything by myself. I remember coming home one day, long day at work. Here's this grown man sitting on his knees in my living room, t-shirt, boxers, a bowl of cereal next to him while he's playing a video game. And I came in from work and saw him doing that. And I'm like, wow. And I looked over and I saw a sink full of dishes. And I just started busting out crying. Because I'm like, are you serious right now?
Yes, he was probably very serious. And that's why he didn't even offer a dime when it came down to it, when he got the money from the school stuff that you filled out for him to get. He didn't offer it to you because he was so used to you doing everything and take care of him. You were his mama. What child helps out the parent? The child is supposed to take whatever they have and make their own life, right? That's what he was trying to do.
I've been at work all day, you just eating up all the food and playing video games. And then even a couple of weeks before that, we were watching something on TV where somebody was getting married. And I kind of made a joke, but not really. I wanted to see what he was going to say. I was like, oh, you want to do that? You want to go get our marriage license? And he was like, no. After he said that, I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why am I taking care of this grown man who could do absolutely nothing for me? And I'm not getting anything out of it. It's not like we're getting married.
What the? All right, this part right here really threw me for a loop. So because you were watching something on TV and you said,
hey, we should go get a marriage license.
And then he was all, yeah, right. No way. I would never marry you, cow. Like, did you really think that was going to happen? Like, this guy who's just been milking off of you and taking everything you have for several months at a time, just playing video games, living the life, probably having sex with you as much as he wanted. And at the end of the day, he's just basically being a big kid again. And he's just going to marry you? Why would he do that? Maybe he's waiting for his big break to come somehow, even though he's not really chasing a way to get it. Maybe he's just waiting for his big break where he can get the woman of his dreams, who probably doesn't look a thing like you, ma'am. He's just probably dealing with you because you were the one who came and got him, gave him a place to stay, took care of him, fed him when he had nothing. And what did you have to show for it? Like you said, he wasn't even willing to marry you. Ladies, let this woman's story be a learning lesson to you. Don't move a man in your home. Guys, don't move into a woman's home. It changes the order of things. Your relationships can't thrive. It's not meant to be that way. I don't care how much money you put into her pockets for however long you think you can do it, blah, blah, blah. Get your own place and then have her move in with you, or you guys get a place together. All right, you guys leave me a comment telling me what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.